On the Brother Siyat, coming back with another video. But before I start off, I would like to give all praises and highest honor to the Most High Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kodash. I want to give double honor to my elder apostles and teachers of Great Millstone, and peace and salutation to the sincere Akiam across the world, who are spreading this knowledge and truth and sincerity. And may the election be upon your households. Khan Shalom. So, today I want to make a video concerning certain herbs that you can use for different benefits. Okay, you might feel sick, then you can use a certain herb. You might feel tired, then you can use this herb. You might want energy boost, then you can use that herb, and so forth. Because I was speaking with certain brothers from the GMS Holland camp about herbs and benefits. So it sparked my mind to make this video, because we actually as men, Lord willing, men of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, also have quite some knowledge concerning healing. Okay, so let's go into some scriptures and then see if I can give y'all some information concerning certain herbs. Okay, so this is Sirach, Ecclesiasticus, also known as the Book of Sirach, chapter 38. Let me go to the point. Verse 4. It says, "The Lord had created medicines out of the earth, and he that is wise will not abhor them." You see, so when you are sick, and you have a certain disease, for example, you have, what do you have? You might have a snotty nose, whatnot, you might use then a medicine that the doctor gave you. Meanwhile, there's medicines made out of the earth instead of those small pills that the hospital has chemically messed with. Okay, and when you use them, you get addicted to them and keep buying more, which contributes to their money system. Okay, that is one of their goals, of course, to treat your symptoms and not the cause, and therefore you get addicted, maybe not even addicted to the medicines, but you keep on needing those medicines and keep on coming back to them, and basically keep paying them for it. So that is how they keep the money also going. These pharmaceutical industries. But aside of that, a good thing to use when you have snotty nose or when you have slime in your throat is where is it? Turmeric, which is called kurkuma in the Dutch. Let me go all the way up. Let me go to images of building. Yeah, so kurkuma, basically turmeric. It looks a bit like ginger, but it's not. It's called turmeric. Okay, it's very good for a lot of things. Anti-inflammatory. It helps prevent arthritis. It says helps with diabetes. Okay, so this is something that helps me also when I have a snotty nose or whatever, and I take this like a big eating spoon of that with some tea. Okay, and mix it with some honey, and then drink it. It really helps. One thing I learned also concerning honey, if you drop it in boiling hot water, for example, the water is just done cooking, and you put it in the tea mug, right? And then immediately you put honey. I saw a video, and I'm not sure if it's correct or not, but the video explained in the video, the guy basically explained that when the honey basically touches the hot water, it gets a certain chemical reaction whereby the honey is now not really that beneficial for you anymore. Okay, so you might keep that in mind, that tip. It's up to you what you do with it. But anyway, I just wanted to bring that out so you have something to think also about the next time you put honey in a real hot water, hot tea. Okay, so let me see. Let's go back. Sirach chapter 38 verse 4. "The Lord had created medicines out of the earth, And he that is wise will not abhor them. So if you are wise, you will not be like, whatever, I don't need it, I'm good, I'm me. Nah, man. Okay, we're gonna read verse 1 till 12, but right now we on point 4, I said on verse 4 to grab out some examples. So let's look at more herbs with benefits. Okay, you have white willow bark, which I heard from a brother that is good with pain. You see here on mountsinai.org it says, what is white willow bark good for? Willow bark has been used throughout the centuries in China and Europe and continues to be used today for the treatment of pain, particularly low back pain and osteoarthritis, so basically a joint pain. Okay, your elbow joint or your neck joints or your knee joint or your ankle joint or your fingers, even your hand, your wrist. Okay, arthritis. Headache, so it's good for headache, and inflammatory conditions such as bursitis and tendinitis. Wow. So for me, those are recognizable words: the bursitis, tendinitis, osteoarthritis, because my work is basically I work as a physiotherapist. Okay, so I work with a lot of patients that have certain injuries physically. Okay, but the thing that I'm not really that skilled in is concerning medicine of the earth. Okay, it's called homeopathy, if I'm correct, and that is what I was learning more and more about. Okay, so the knowledge that I do have, I want to share it with y'all. You see, so tendinitis, that is something that when your sinew, for example, the sinew that goes from your knee. Let me just show it. Tendinitis. Yeah, so the sinew that attaches the muscle to the bone, for example, here on the calf, your Achilles tendon, Yeah, sorry, they are just tendons. Yes, that was the word I'm looking for. The tendons. You have them all over your body. You have them also in your knee. Okay. But those can tend to get irritated. And what happens if it gets irritated? It takes a long time for it to recover because it's not really, it doesn't really have a good blood flow. You see here, so the redness, that is the muscle belly as it's called, that is has a better blood flow than the tendon where it attaches. So you can have a long time of pain with it, Even when you do go to the physiotherapist and train and do exercises, it might take, well, let me say it like this. When you go for an Achilles tendon, that is what I know, it might take up to even 3 months for you to train, and after 3 months only you will get benefits, So it might take a real long time, which is a pain in the ass, of course. So, hey man, if you can use certain herbs to speed up the process to help it, that is a good thing. Okay, so white willow bark, that's the herb. You can order it on you can order it on PitPit, this website, which is a website I use for my herbs and things. You see. So yeah, man, that's that. Now you have also, of course, ginger. Which ginger is good for a lot of things, man. Really, a lot of things. It's good for blood flow, so better blood flow. It's good for when you're feeling sick. Okay. So that is something you might already know. If you're interested in it, you can look ginger benefits on internet. Now you also have garlic, which garlic, the opinions are a bit spread around it because some say it's a modified food, so it's not originally from the earth, but it does have some benefits though, because when I used it, like one small garlic point, it did help me when I was feeling a bit sick, because it really burns, man, it really burns. So it really gives you also the feeling that it burns away all the diseases, man. Okay, so that is a good one. Here you see medicinal properties: low calorie, boost immune system, so against diseases, lowers blood pressure, lowers cholesterol, reduce dementia risks, extend life, improve athletic performance. You see, but I would suggest you, if you take it, your mouth is gonna smell. You're gonna smell it throughout all. So, would be careful with that. One fun thing that popped into my mind: when you mix garlic with onion, for example, when you are a bit sick, or you have a small child that is sick, but the garlic and the onion is too heavy for them, right? You can cut the garlic and the onion in small pieces, and then put it in a sock, and then let the child wear the sock, okay, overnight when they're sleeping. Then they should have some benefits for them when they are sick, man. Because what happens to the feet, that is where the onion and the garlic, those nutrients that you need, are actually gonna go into your blood flow, into your bloodstream, to your foot, okay, which would be a more friendly way of giving your child the medicine that he needs, you see, or she needs. So that is with garlic and onion. Now you have cayenne pepper, which cayenne pepper is also good for parasites. Okay, for parasites. So again, it's a pepper, so it feels like it's burning, right? So I like a burning sensation, because then it really feels like the disease is just being burned away. It sounds crazy, but that is what I think. Okay, it says here benefits of cayenne pepper: helps with migraines, helps boost metabolisms, helps lower blood pressure, okay, helps improve digestive health, helps in pain reduction, helps prevent cancer, helps ease joint pain, helps in clearing congestion. So there are a lot of benefits with cayenne pepper. Okay, I actually put it on my food every now and then also. Um, so yeah, man, that is about cayenne pepper. Now, when we read here, helps prevent cancer, let's go to that. And it might be a lot of info, but in a minute I want to go back to the scriptures. Okay, you have also, of course, you have different type of cancers, right? Cancer is like a disease wherein certain molecules of your body, actually everybody already has cancer in their body, but with certain individuals, the cancer cells start mutating and getting more and more and more, to the fact where your white blood cells, who are the protectors, cannot fight them off anymore. Okay, so it's basically like this. You see, it splits, so it mutates after a while. But what can help cure it are actually the seeds of green grapes. Okay, you see those green grapes? The seed of it, okay, that can actually help cure cancer, man. Because it might actually help cure cancer, let me say it like that. Also, with for women, you have mint tea, which the Moroccans drink a lot of this. I believe it was mint tea, if I'm correct. I believe it was mint tea. Also helps prevent or cure it. And you have abrikozen sad. Let me see it like this. Yeah, I don't know what it's called in the English. Let me see, abrikozen, but basically this fruit. Okay, abrikos. The seeds in it, they also can help cure cancer. Okay. Then you have something called wheat oil. Because you have two parts of the wheat oil. You have what was it again? You have the part that makes you high, or THC. You have the part that gets you high, which you don't want that part for the benefits for the benefit of your health that I'm speaking of, but you want the part that doesn't get you high, but basically cures you. Okay, there was a man who gave me his testimony that he had cancer and he made his own weed oil. I believe he had the weed and then basically he cooked the weed in boiling water, and then the residue that he had, he put it in the freezer or something, and after a while uh, he got that residue. So he did this little chemical thing to split to split the, how do you say it, the the part where you get stoned versus the part where you get healed. He managed to spread those things, and he used the part that gets you healed. Okay, when he took the wheat oil, he just cured himself from cancer, man. It was a man that, he looked like a so-called white man, like an Edomite, but I know he was a Jake. He believed that he was from the tribe of Gad. But basically, he told me like, hey man, that is what happens. That is what can cure cancer also. And after I met him and heard this, the weeks after that, the months after that, I kept on hearing it. So I was like, okay, so this might actually be something that is, you know, actually gonna help a person that is diagnosed with cancer. Okay, so uh, let's go back to the scriptures. Okay, because I was gonna read until verse 12, like I explained. So this is the book of Sirach, chapter 38, verse 1. Honor a physician with the honor due unto him, for the uses which he may have of him, for the Lord had created him. Yeah, man. So if a person that is really knowledgeable, has a lot of knowledge of herbs and certain medicines out of the earth that can heal you, um, you come to him with pain in your knee or pain in your shoulder or pain in your elbow, or you might feel sick. He makes a certain tea. He puts this leaf and that herb with it, mixes it, gives it to you to drink. He might have a certain oil, massage oil made out of magnesium oil or whatever, or a certain plant, and he massage it into the muscle, and boom, you get better. Things like that. You honor that man. Okay, the Most High had created him for a certain purpose, to heal you. For of the Most High cometh healing, and he shall receive honor of the king. So ultimately, the Most High is the one that makes sure that you get healed. Okay, but how? Of course, it needs to be his will, but he also made a person for you to go to if you need help, if you need help with your healthcare or your sickness. Okay, doesn't necessarily mean that you need to go to the hospital or to the doctor every time, because they also trying to poison you with certain wicked shit. Okay, but um, it also says, and he shall receive honor of the king. Yeah, man. If that physician is really skillful with medicines out of the earth, with plants, with herbs, and for example, the king himself is sick, or his son is sick, or his daughter is sick, and he helps cure it, the king is gonna be like, "Hey man, this man is a good man, man. He gets honor of the king." The skill, verse 3, the skill of the physician shall lift up his head, and in the sight of great men he shall be in admiration. Yeah, man. So if you heal a lot of people as a physician, other people are gonna notice it. Also, great people, like people that have a lot of influence in a certain society, in a certain um, world, maybe the media world or the sports world, whatever not, they're gonna admire you and be like, "Hey, man, if you're sick, this is the guy where you need to go, man. He's good with the herbs and things like that. Yeah, man, he helped me also when I was feeling sick, you know." Verse 4, the Lord had created medicines out of the earth, and he that is wise will not abhor them. Okay, so the Most High has created the medicines out of the earth. Why? Because our bodies, not why, but one of the reasons I would think is our bodies were formed out of the earth, right? Let's go that real quick. From earth. Dust of the ground. From let's get at first, dust of the ground. After that, I want to go to the book of Genesis, if I don't forget it. This is Genesis chapter 2, verse 7. And it reads, "And the Lord Yahweh formed man," so he formed the humans, "of the dust of the ground." Which is the dust of the ground? That is the earth, the brown soil that you see, the dirt. "And breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and man became a living soul." Now, the breath of life is not actually like he gave them oxygen, but the breath of life speaks of the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. But that is a whole other story. So, when you compare the minerals in the earth versus human body, you're gonna see that the things that are in the earth are actually almost the same as what is in our body. Okay, here you have a photo of what a human body consists of. It says 62% water, 16% protein, and then you have what you need: oxygen, carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen, calcium, phosphorus. You have minerals, you have carbohydrate, you have fat, you have magnesium, chlorine, sodium, sulfur, potassium. Okay, a lot of a lot of elements. Now, if you look at the elements in the earth, like the literal earth, like the dirt, you see something similar, man. Okay, here you see the mass of the earth is okay. It is composed, so it consists of mostly of iron, oxygen, which you also have, silicon, magnesium, which you also have in our body, sulfur, which you also have in our body, nickel, calcium, and aluminium, with remaining 1.2% consisting of trace amounts of other elements. So there are a lot of elements in the earth. You see potassium, sodium even. Isn't that what we just read here on the other picture? Potassium, sulfur, sodium, chlorine, magnesium, nitrogen, calcium, carbon, oxygen. So your body recognizes the earth. And what comes out of the earth? The medicine that the Most High created. So if you have a certain plant that is meant to heal you, your body is gonna recognize, like, hey, we are, compatible, and therefore the herb might be of beneficial for your health. Okay. Now, when I earlier spoke of the seeds of abricos and of grapes, you do need to have the ones that have seed in it. Otherwise, it's not real, man. Okay, the Most High created the herbs with seed in it, like it says in the book of Genesis. So if it is seedless grape, you have to ask yourself, how did they grow it? Okay, if you have a grape and you pluck out the seed of it and you plant it into the ground, after a certain while, a new grape plant or tree, I don't know how it's called, starts growing, right? But if you have seedless grape, okay, you eat those grapes, but how do they regrow it? They don't plant it, okay? They make it in a laboratorium, so that shows you that it's not from the earth. That is something totally chemically messed with, GMO, okay? Genetically modified organisms. That is something that you don't want to use for your health benefits, all right? So you do need the real seeds. You can get it from the Turkish store or the supermarkets where they sell fresh fruit and things like that, okay? So this is Genesis chapter 1, verse 11. And it says, "And the powers said, let the earth bring forth grass, the herb yielding seed." Okay, so the herb have seed. "And the fruit tree yielding fruit after his kind, whose seed is in itself." Okay, so the fruit needs to have seed also upon the earth, and it was so. Okay, so verse 12, "And the earth brought forth grass and herb yielding seed, after his kind. You see, the seed is very important, man. Also, the seed of for example, watermelon is good for your digestive system, and the watermelon alone is good for your blood flow. Okay, it has the color red. It gives your body a better blood flow. Um, it's also good for your watermelon. Very good, man. And the tree yielding fruit, whose seed was in itself. You see, it clearly says a seed in itself. Okay, so the seedless grapes and shit like that, I don't know what the fuck that is, man. After his kind, and the power saw that it was good. Okay, now, I didn't want to make this video too long, maybe 20 minutes or something. I don't know how long it's already, but as long as it is beneficial, you know. I almost forget that one. Yeah, so I have 3 more things that I actually want to share with y'all. 4 more things actually. But before we go into that, let's read the scriptures. It says here, Sirach 38, verse 5. Was not the water made sweet with wood, that the virtue thereof might be known? And he had given man skill, that he might be honored in his marvelous works. So the Most High gave a certain man a certain skill in order for the Most High to be honored. You know. Oh, Salakia, I'm explaining it different. It says, and he had given man skill, that he might be honored in his marvelous works. Okay, with such doeth he heal men, and take away their pains. Of such doeth the apothecary make a confection, and of his works there is no end. And from him is peace over all the earth. So, basically, he uses those physicians to heal you. Okay, just like how he uses the prophets to spread his word, the Most High is not gonna come off his throne and speak to you in person. He uses certain people, right? So also with the sickness, he uses certain people to cross your path and to heal you. But what is also important, even more important, my son, in thy sickness, be not negligent, like you neglected, like, whatever, man. But pray unto the Lord, and he will make thee whole. So you also need to pray to be healed, to be cured. Leave off from sin, and order thine hands aright, and cleanse thy heart from all wickedness. Okay, why? Because when you actually get sick or some type of sickness, it might have been because you have been sinning. You know, you might have committed sin. The scripture also says, let him fall into the hands of the physician. Where is it? Yeah. Oh, wow, it's the same book. Sirach 38. Let's jump to verse 15. He that sinneth before his maker. So if you commit sin before Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, so you commit sin on the earth, let him fall. So you commit sin basically when you are alive. Let me say it like that. Let him fall into the hand of the physician. So if you have to go to the hospital, to the doctor or whatever, it might have been because you have sinned. So that is also why it's important to pray for healing and to pray for forgiveness of sins. Okay, my son, so verse 11. Give a sweet savor and a memorial of fine flour, and make a fat offering as not being. Then give place to the physician, for the Lord had created him. Let him not go from thee, for thou hast need of him. So the Most High created a person to cross your path and to heal you. But in combination with that, you need to pray to the Most High for forgiveness, and pray also that he might heal you. Because yes, the physician does know about certain herbs that can heal your sickness. But if the Most High doesn't want you to get healed, he might cause it. It's nothing for the Most High to make the herb useless in your body. Okay, so you still need to pray, man. Now, let's grab a few other examples and then I'm gonna close it off. Was that it? Let me see. Alright, so also if you might smell sweaty from time to time, what is a good thing to do is you have not the yellow lemon. I tried them both. The green lemon is the one you need. You can basically cut a piece of it, like a small slice. And you can rub it under your armpits for like a minute each side. It's gonna burn, but if you let it soak in for like 2 to 3 minutes, and then when you take a shower, you wash it away, the whole smell or the whole sweaty smell that you normally have is gonna be away. You know, I wouldn't suggest for you to use it daily, maybe like 2 times a week or 3 times a week, you know, something like that, because it will burn the skin a bit also, so you need to be careful. But it does help with the sweaty smell and things like that. Now, what also happens is taking care of your diet. Okay, if you eat a lot of green foods, those are actually natural deodorants for you. Okay, a certain man spoke also of it, that he ate a lot of greens and he doesn't smell when he sweats. Okay, he doesn't use deodorant and he doesn't smell when he sweats. So it's like, how is that possible? Because he said he eats a lot of greens. So, hey man, the lemon is green. It helped me. So yeah, if you want to try it, you know, if you're already eating a lot of greens, that is of course also great. But if you want to change your diet and be like, I don't want to smell bad anymore, it might be a good thing for you to consider eating a lot of green foods, salad, cucumber, maybe squeeze a bit of lime with your water, kiwi, green apples, avocado, you know, those type of things. Okay, so the last two, let me see. Camu camu, one of my favorites. Actually, should have started this in the beginning. Camu camu is a Brazilian fruit, basically. Not from Brazil. I'm fucking it up now. You see? Yeah, it is from Brazil. Salakia. From Brazil and Peru. But basically, what it does, it has a healing function for when you get sick. It's very good for your immune system. Which your immune system is your system that fights against diseases. Okay, it's very high in vitamin C. Okay, so it is in the Dutch, but I'm gonna read it in the Dutch and then explain it to you in the English. It says here, where is it? It says here, in vergelijking met sinaasappels levert camu camu 30 keer meer vitamine C. Fuck off. 30 keer meer vitamine C. Where was it again? Yeah. In vergelijking met sinaasappels, so in comparisons to oranges, camu camu contains 30 times more vitamin C than an orange, which oranges are also good for your immune system. But a small teaspoon of this camu camu powder in your tea is like 30 times stronger than orange for your immune system. So when you are really sick, you take camu camu, a teaspoon of camu camu, maybe a bit of turmeric, maybe a bit of cayenne pepper. Cinnamon is also very good. A bit of honey maybe, but that is too much. Just put some camu camu in there, mix it with your tea and drink it. You know, you're gonna feel you're gonna be healed very quick, man. At least for me, it helped. It has 10 times more iron than an orange and 3 times more niacin, 2 times more riboflavin, I don't know what that is, and 50% more phosphor. Okay, so it's very good, man. I use it a lot. You can also order it on this website I just spoke about. Pit. Here, when you go to this website, you have all types of herbs. It is a bit pricey though, but it has a lot of herbs. For example, Giasat. Here it says here Giasat, which has a lot of omega 6. If you don't eat a lot of fish, which omega 6 you need, then you can buy Giasat and add a bit of seed of it to your food, and it gives you omega 6, the thing that you actually need when you eat fish. What else? Yeah, man, a lot of things. Spirulina, for example, which is good for your gut. Spirulina for your gut is very good. Yeah, spirulina powder. You also have detox if you want to detox your body. They have detox foods, also green, you know, green detox superfood. So a lot of things. So let me see. Yeah. Okay. So now you know the website where you can look. Two more things. If you're feeling like you are in need of throwing up, you can use basilicum leaves and boil it in a pan of water. Also slice some ginger parts and boil it in the same pan. And then when it's done boiling, you throw it in a cup. And if you drink that water, the basilicum can help you get away of that throwing up feeling. Okay, you might even chew on the leaves themselves, so that helps you also when you need to throw up. All right, and then the last thing, what was it? Oh, this one helped me when you get a lot of cramp and you feel like you are not hydrated enough. Himalayan salt. You can buy Himalayan salt, Himalayan sea salt. And what it does, it actually has a certain element which, when you drink it with water, makes the water stay in your cells instead of peeing all the water out continually. So let's say if you drink 5 glasses a day of water, out of those 5 glasses a day, you want to have 2 glasses wherein you add a little bit of that Himalayan pink salt. You might even do a bit on your tongue, or add a bit in a cup maybe, but just enough. Okay, it doesn't have to taste like salt water whatsoever, but just a few of those sprinklets, so it can let the water attach better in your cells, so you stay better hydrated throughout the day. Okay, it really helped me with being more hydrated and feeling like almost no cramp after training, after long days, you know. So this one helps me a lot, man. Okay, so I guess that was not it, of course, because there's like 1,000 more things to show. But for now, I think this was enough information. Lord willing, maybe I'll make another video if I have more info concerning herbs. So yeah, man, it's good for us to take care of our bodies. Our bodies are temple, right? So the Most High dwells in our body, so we need to keep our body clean and healthy. Okay, so with that, I want to give all praises and the highest honor to the Most High Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kadash. I want to give double honor to my elder apostles and the teachers of Great Millstone, and peace and salutation to the sincere Akiam across the world who are spreading this knowledge in truth and sincerity. And may the election be upon your households. God shalom.